G'day friends, welcome to today's YouTube video. My name is James, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. This video is going to be a look at the Collage Club printables. My cat just jumped on my desk, sorry. If you saw a little shake. Oliver, please go away. Okay, he's gone. This is going to be a look at January 2023, the first month of 2023 for Collage Club. There are 5 printables. These are US letter size. Sometimes I feel like just re-saying all this stuff over just every now and again, just so you know exactly what you're looking at. This is glossy sticker paper. It's linked in the description box below. I use my home printer and a Silhouette Portrait 3 cutting machine to make essentially what are really large sticker sheets. But it is a printable, so typically you use this just on regular paper and you kind of cut it out and glue it in or do what you need to do with it. People use these a ton of different ways, but this is a look at the set available for January. And all the other Collage Club information is available below. I will say one thing about this month's Silhouette file. I did a really bang up job trying to do this grid. I don't know if I've ever tried to do like a grid like this before. I think I have. I don't know if I was really successful at it. In any case, I would probably just recommend printing this page. Oh, sorry, shook the camera. Printing this page and cutting it out. I did this one on kind of holographic sticker paper, and these ones are much neater, just having used my little paper trimmer to cut them out. But I'll tell you what they are, because this is page 1. This is actually a little challenge for myself because whilst I do a bunch of those page in 10 videos to kind of address some of the blank pages in other journals I have, there are also journaling like spots in a journal. Like my last Christmas journal, as I flipped through it, I realized there was a part that was actually empty, but there were lines for journaling, and I thought, did I just not do that? I must have put the lines in there and then just moved on to something else and forgot to write about it. So in those spots where I just don't think I am going to go back, but I don't necessarily want them completely blank, I've made these kind of prompt stickers. So I mean, you don't have to print them on sticker paper, you can print them however, but each one just kind of says something. It's just like a little funny, like this one here. I'm gonna go one at random. I was supposed to journal here, but I didn't, so here are 20 holes I punched with my pencil. So then I'll pop the sticker down in that page and then literally just punch like 20 holes with my pencil. I don't know if I'll make like a little picture out of it or if I just punch them in there. It's just something to do. It has very wreck this journal vibes, and there are 40 on here, so this will address 40 blank spots in your journal, and I'm actually really looking forward to this. I think I might want to do this on Patreon, which by the time you're watching this, I should have launched Playtest Patreon 3. I'll link that in the description box below as well. Please go and check that out and see if that's something you're interested in. It's going to be 3 months of just like lots of fun extra JLB creative content, video tutorials, little podcasts with Steve and I, real-time journaling sessions, some series that I have been excited to do, like the Throwback Thursday, looking through the 5-year journal that I have and going through each of the years on a specific date and kind of looking at the last 5 years of my life, stuff like that. That's all over on Patreon. Go figure out if that's something you want to do as well. Otherwise, I'll keep going. But yeah, I think I might want to do this as a series on there, just for fun. I don't know if I'll do like 10 at a time or something, but it should be good. I was supposed to journal here, but I didn't. So I stamped some ink pads directly onto this page. That should be good. I've got lots of colored ink pads. That might look pretty. I was supposed to journal here, but I didn't. So here's a really bad drawing of Mickey Mouse instead. And then there's a couple here that just is not supposed to do anything. Like I was supposed to journal here, but I didn't. It is what it is, Santa. So I'm just going to pop that in there. That one was specifically for my Christmas journal because I put Santa in there. It's also a quote from Mariah Carey. Yeah, but there's so many. These are really, really fun. I'm really excited about these. I hope you are too. Look, it's not a thing. You don't have to finish journal pages. It's not like a prerequisite to stay in the journaling community. You won't lose your journaling card. But I don't know many people who love having just like little spots that they've missed. I don't feel too much one way or another, but I figured this would just be a really fun way to address it, and I'm all about the fun. So I figured this would be really fun. Fun. Let's go to the next page. This is, you know, I talked about my process where I kind of gather everything and if a theme starts to emerge. A lot of these are those themed pages this month. This is kind of like a cute creatures kind of theme, and I have some stuff from Virtual Voyage 4, this little green alien. This one was from a Whizzing Artist Society little leaf creature there. I did this one in a Stream of Consciousness. I think that one's from that as well. These are, I think, no, I was going to say from the old Playtest Patreon. They're not. They are from the Monsters Inc. section from Virtual Voyage before. This was a little tester thing that I did. I don't think we actually ended up doing it. My idea was I was going to go Monsters University as well, but there just wasn't enough time to pack it all in, so I ended up opting out of that. But this was something that led to a different lesson. I think we did the roll the dice, the Monster Mash activity. That was really fun. I should do that again. I love that one. This one was a really old thing too that I think I might want to have a look at in Patreon. These kind of monsters that were all made the same way with these little like leaf brows and eyes and double pupil things. I did a whole bunch of these at one point. I think I was going to do like a little lesson on it and I never did it. So I might revisit that. This one was an Art Snacks one. I don't think I gave it to you, but it was the kind of mashup one for Halloween. So I know it's a little late for Halloween, but it's still got fall vibes, and honestly it's a little nondescript at this scale, so you could just use it for some nice colorful additions to your page. And then this one is a little scan from my Hobonichi A6 planners, the ones that I abandoned to move into the weeks, which I'm still loving, and I'm using the weeks. I'm maybe I'll do a planner video or like a journals video for 2023. That'll be fun. This is a page of boys. I've given you one of the other boys pages I did before. This is the last of the boys pages. It'll probably take me 7 years to get another full amount of boys page. Like for a page, you know, I don't like draw men. I don't know what it is. I love to draw women, but every now and again. So there's a bunch on here, and yes, a bunch of them are self-portraits. This one was a one-line contour self-portrait that I painted. This one's a really old school one from my, I believe, no, I was going to say from the white grid journal, but it's not because I can see the blue. But it was old school. Copic marker with the burn book. That one's really cute. A few of these were from like just watching television, just scribbling in an old journal. This little Norman Rockwell Miguel from Coco. There's a teeny tiny little Prince Charming sketch down there. And that one's a little painted craft paper moment. This one is King Triton. I did that from a Sketchflix years ago, from the Little Mermaid Sketchflix, which I think is on YouTube. This was my self-portrait from Virtual Voyage 2, Burtonville. We did Tim Burton style self-portraits, which was really fun. And this is just a pink version. Little Mickey Mouse. I drew that in the park. That was some random person that was walking by, so hopefully he doesn't see this. Because I didn't ask him for his likeness. It's very nondescript. It's just regular page of boys / men. There you go. To go with the women. Here are, it's very traditional, isn't it? Yeah, that's really not a thing. But here we go anyway. This is a page of, I called this, it was so cringe to look at every time I saw it, but I was like fashionista. Because I couldn't just call it like fashion sketches or anything. I don't know. I have such a weird thing about naming my files. I'm actually lucky if I spell it properly and it's in the place that it needs to be. So whatever. But a lot of these are just like some old fashioned sketches I did. I really love this one, this kind of rainbow, just like a rainbow fashion fairy. This is a really big one from my stream of consciousness art journaling, and I kind of shrunk that one down. Steve actually did a version of this, and I probably should have included Steve's because I think his was actually a bit nicer than mine, but I gave you mine anyway. This is Audrey Hepburn, just kind of lying down. You can chop the end off and give her a little fin to make her a mermaid. That always goes through my head. This is from Tim Burton inspired Virtual Voyage Workshop number 2, Burtonville. We were doing the topiaries from Edward Scissorhands. So that's why she has that big old hairdo. You know the part in Edward Scissorhands where he's cutting everyone's hair, but he's also cutting the trees and the bushes? Well, I kind of put the two together, and we did that kind of topiary hairdo thing. I loved it. I think it was so fun. A little bit of a surge face, a little bit of plastic surgery inspiration. That's what all these are, little like plastic surgery faces. That's very fashion, isn't it? Get yourself a new face along with your new wardrobe. And then this one was a sample, a little stamp sample from when I did my Concepts 2 or 3. I think it was just 2. Concepts 2 stamp set. This is a 3/4 face stamp that I just illustrated over the top of. And I've just always loved her face. I think she's got such a beautiful face. And I love her hair too. I don't mind her outfit, but like this, I've always loved this bit. I really took my time with that stample. Very proud of that. And then the last page, I think I called this Inks because it was all black and mostly ink work. But this was another stample, little starry moment. And this was like a random, this looked very emo to me. So if you're having an emo day, that's for you. She's giving very emo too, like, I don't know, this is all like My Chemical Romance vibes up here. So have at it. Ink brush, like ink brush people. These are from long time ago, but this was also, I think I did this one at Creativation, possibly, doing a demo with the Concepts stamp set, the original one, the front-facing one, which, going back to that, face proportions is so wild to me. I feel like I want to revisit it because I just haven't done that for a while. I've moved everything around again. I have two of these, which is kind of inspired by these. These are brush strokes made with a Pentel pigment brush pen, so you get that really beautiful dry brush effect. But these I did with just a regular pen, like a ballpoint pen, and I changed all the directions of the lines, and I really went through a phase doing it. So there's a mermaid over here, and there's this kind of ball jointed doll, which I made with my doll parts stamp set. I did that one here. I felt like they were just really fun and kind of unusual looking. Black and white goes well with everything. If you're always kind of like printing off your sheets and you feel like you don't use a lot because you're trying to color match or you're trying to be really particular with how you fit things in, black and white you really can't go wrong with. So that's that really. Another fashion sketch. These I was testing black pens at Disneyland. So these are just a bunch of different black pens. And this one's from an old little pocket journal. Really tiny pocket journal. I don't know where it is. I think it's in a drawer somewhere. I could find it, but there's no need to find it because it's printed right here. Anyway, that's page 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, level up, level up. All right, these are all available in Collage Club. I've put the silhouette files as well. If you have a silhouette machine, you can download that. I also have a zipped folder with PNG files. They're not transparent backgrounds. It's just I have the same PDF saved as a PNG just for it's quicker to drag and drop that into Silhouette or to one of your cutting profiles. Like Silhouette, you can't drag and drop a PDF in there. You have to drag and drop a JPEG or a PNG. So I just save them off as that as well, put them into that zipped folder just in case you need them. But if you do have the Silhouette, there's a video, I think it's in Collage Club, that'll show you how I just open the file and print it and get it cut to make these really big sticker sheets. I go through so many Collage Club sheets doing it this way, more than I've ever used ephemera ever before. And it is just really fun for me because sometimes I drew these things like years ago and they exist in a journal I haven't flipped for ages, and it's fun to kind of bring it back and put it in something more current. Also, like I go ham with these in my planner just because I don't really decorate my planner. My planner isn't one of my art journals, so I don't really draw and doodle in there, even though I do sometimes. But it's not something I set time aside to do. So I love to just kind of decorate with my planner with all this stuff, but also my 5-year Hobonichi, because a lot of the things I do in like journaling that I do here, sometimes I want to document it in there too, but I don't want to redraw it, or I don't have the time to redo the whole thing. So to have another version of it, especially when it's sized down a bit, is just so great from, I guess, me specifically. It's really not going to help you, but it's great for me to put it in there. However, if you like, you know, when we do live stream things and you're working along with me, I like to put those things in there as well. Or if you're someone that watches all the Art Snacks videos and you like to get involved with that, that's why I like to put that in here as well. This is obviously just a fun activity that I can't wait to do. So hopefully you find something in the January set that you would like. Just a bit of information about Collage Club. I did think about changing something about the whole structure for 2023. In the end, I decided don't change a thing. It's fine. It's working. People, like, I was floating around the idea of making it less expensive. It's not really expensive, but like cutting the price and then also cutting the sheets. But then I got a lot of feedback to say that 5 sheets was actually a good amount and that people enjoyed that. So then I felt like doing it for 5 sheets, but I also didn't want to raise the price because, I mean, there's inflation everywhere else. We don't need it in Collage Club. Like, let's just have what we have and just be nice about it. So I thought, yeah, we'll just keep it the same way. It was really just floating the idea around, mainly because I feel bad when people get so much and then they feel like they have to print it all out, then they feel like they're not using it all. Because in reality, you join, like if you're not a member already and you don't know, if you join for $5 this month, you're accessing this month, but also the last 3 months worth of Collage Club. And since it's a 5-sheet minimum each month, and then usually around the Christmas time and other times like my birthday or Halloween, I end up giving a bit extra, you're getting at least 20 printable sheets to play with that are just packed full of content. Like there's so much at your fingertips the moment you join, and then every moment after that, every month after that, I should say. So I don't want people to feel overwhelmed. I would always recommend to just download them and keep them, print off the ones you feel like you're most likely to use, or if you're someone that just has all the resources in the world, just print them all off. I keep mine in binder. I have 2 binders now, but I have a Collage Club binder. I just keep them, I punch a hole in them. These are all printed on sticker paper. Look, there's barely anything left in here. Some of them are more full than others, but I mean, you can see I really just pick at it as I go. This one I really need to get using. These few, those are a bit newer. But also they can live in here for years. I mean, it's fine. Some of these have lived in here for years at this point. This is the 3rd year of Collage Club. Can you believe? Look at this. Do you remember this sheet? Anyway, so I keep mine all in here. That keeps them nice and safe. And when I'm working, I can just flip through them and grab something really quickly. Like, I love these numbers. These are still one of my favorite things I ever did for Collage Club. Love the eyes too. There's lots of super different sheets. If you're looking for anything that isn't available, is that sheet fully finished? I should pull that out if it's finished. Oh, there's one left. Oui. The heel is an Eiffel Tower. I did that for France. All right. If you are looking for anything that's not in the 4 months that you join up and find as soon as you join, it's in the back catalog. You can see through, I've got 2 kind of sections where you can see through all of 2021, all of 2022, and see all of the sheets that are available on Etsy. So anything you want to find from the back catalog would be available on Etsy. Hopefully my store's open at this point, otherwise you might just have to wait a little bit. I'm not quite sure when I'm going to reopen that. But those are available for individual purchase per set on Etsy, and that's $15 per set. So I have made it the most economical way to gain access to all of this, like, very tangible part of my art journaling and all my art and my illustration and everything. I've made it most accessible by joining Collage Club. And there are people who join for 1 month and then, like, leave, cancel the membership, and then come back 4 months later, join again, and then get their 4-month packets that way. Please don't feel pressured to, like, join and stay joined. Like, if you need to save $1, please just do that. I'm not going to police you. I don't think there's anything wrong with doing that. I am fully aware of how it all works. So do what you need to do, but just know that anything that you like from the past that you don't find in Collage Club is available on Etsy when Etsy is open and not on vacation mode. So that's that on that. You also have a limited use license for, I think it's 100 handmade products. So if you're someone that makes sticker sheets and, I don't know, buttons and badges and handmade cards and all that types of stuff, and you sell that on Etsy, everything you find in Collage Club has a limited use license for, I think, 100 products. Don't quote me on that. Go and check what it says in the welcome section of Collage Club. But yeah, I have a great time with it. I love to bring you all this stuff. I really like to be able to share a very physical part of what you might be seeing on my Instagram or on YouTube, especially when it comes to things we do together, like workshops and tutorials on YouTube, and especially Instagram lives and stuff like that, things we do collaboratively. I really like to be able to share that with you. So that's Collage Club. I better go. It's actually still 2022 when I'm filming this, but I'm really excited for 2023. I had a really great 2022. Maybe we'll talk about that at some other point. In any case, have a great day. Go check out Plato's Patreon 3 if you want to, and download all your stuff and get it all printed and start using it and play along with me when we do this. All right, see you later. Bye.